Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into history to uncover some mind-blowing facts that will change the way you see the past. Get ready to be shocked, amazed, and maybe even a little disgusted. Are you ready? Then let's go. Let's start with a fact that will make you think twice about drinking water. The Roman Empire was renowned for its engineering marvels, including an extensive system of aqueducts that brought fresh water to cities. However, a dark side to this advanced infrastructure was the widespread use of lead pipes. Let's look a little bit closer. Practical metal. Lead was a malleable and durable metal, making it suitable for shaping into pipes. It was readily available and relatively easy to work with. Health consequences. Over time, the acidic nature of water can corrode lead pipes, releasing lead ions into the water supply. Consuming lead-contaminated water can lead to lead poisoning, a condition that causes a range of health problems, including brain damage, learning difficulties, and kidney problems. Impact on Roman society. While the full extent of lead poisoning's impact on Roman society is still debated, it's believed to have contributed to various social and health issues within the empire. The use of lead pipes was a significant factor in the understanding of public health and the development of safer water supply systems in later centuries. It's no secret that medicine used to be a little weird. For example, while today we indulge in ice cream as a delicious dessert, its origins are far more medicinal. Ancient beginnings. The concept of using ice as a remedy dates back to ancient civilizations, including the Greeks and Romans. They believed that cold substances had healing properties. Sweet addition. Over time, the medicinal use of ice evolved. Honey or fruits were often added to the ice to create a more palatable and potentially therapeutic treat. Evolution into a dessert. As culinary techniques advanced, the combination of ice, milk, and sugar emerged, laying the foundation for modern ice cream. While the idea of using ice cream as medicine might seem odd today, it reflects the historical understanding of the body and its ailments. It's a fascinating example of how our relationship with food has evolved over time. The last ice age, also known as the last glacial period, was a period of global cooling that lasted from about 115,000 to 11,700 years ago. This was the most recent of several ice ages in Earth's history. Here are some key characteristics of the last ice age. Glacial advance. Massive ice sheets covered large portions of North America, Europe, and Asia. Lower sea levels. As water was locked up in ice, sea levels were significantly lower than today. Land bridges connected continents. Climate change. The Earth's climate was much colder, with average temperatures significantly lower than present. Megafauna. Large mammals, such as woolly mammoths and giant sloths, thrived during this period. The end of the last ice age marked the beginning of the Holocene epoch, the current interglacial period. Penicillin is one of the most significant medical breakthroughs in history. Its discovery was, however, quite accidental. In 1928, Scottish scientist Alexander Fleming was studying Staphylococcus bacteria in his laboratory at St. Mary's Hospital in London. He noticed that a mold, later identified as Penicillium notatum, had contaminated one of his petri dishes and inhibited the growth of bacteria around it. Fleming realized that the mold produced a substance that was killing the bacteria. He named this substance penicillin. While Fleming's discovery was groundbreaking, it took several more years of research by Howard Florey and Ernst Chain to develop penicillin into a practical medicine. The discovery of penicillin ushered in the age of antibiotics, revolutionizing the treatment of infectious diseases and saving countless lives. The tomato, now a culinary staple worldwide, once had a very different reputation. Let's make some closer look. Toxic accusation. Belonging to the nightshade family, which includes plants with poisonous members, the tomato was initially suspected of being poisonous. Ornamental use. Due to its attractive appearance, the tomato was cultivated as an ornamental plant rather than a food source. Culinary acceptance. It wasn't until the 18th century that the tomato's edible nature gained wider acceptance, thanks to culinary experimentation and the spread of knowledge. Today, the tomato is a cornerstone of countless dishes, from salads and sauces to soups and stews. The journey from a feared plant to a beloved ingredient is a testament to human curiosity and culinary evolution. The Anglo-Zanzibar War holds the dubious distinction of being the shortest recorded war in history. Lasting a mere 38 minutes, it took place on August 27, 1896. The war erupted following the death of the pro-British Sultan of Zanzibar, Hamad bin Thuwaini. His successor, Khalid bin Barghash, ignored a British ultimatum to step down, leading to a swift and decisive military action. The British Royal Navy, with superior firepower, bombarded Zanzibar's palace. The Sultan's forces were quickly overwhelmed, and Khalid bin Barghash fled into exile. The conflict effectively ended within an hour of its commencement. The war serves as a stark reminder of the rapid changes in warfare and the imbalance of power between imperial nations and smaller states during the 19th century. The Roman Bathhouse, or thermae, was far more than a place to simply clean oneself. It was a cornerstone of Roman society, serving as a social hub, a health center, and a place for relaxation. A typical visit to a Roman bathhouse would involve several stages. A potatorium. This was the changing room where bathers would undress. Frigidarium. This cold bath was used to cool down the body before entering the warmer areas. Tepidarium. A warm room for acclimatizing the body. Caldarium. The hot room, often featuring a hot pool or steam room. Laconicum. A dry heat room for sweating. Hydropodium. A foot bath. Beyond bathing, Roman bathhouses offered a range of activities and amenities. Socializing. People would come to relax, chat, and conduct business. Exercise. Many bathhouses had gyms, libraries, and gardens. Philosophy and lectures. Philosophical discussions and public readings were common. Shops and restaurants. Often, bathhouses were part of larger complexes with shops and eateries. The Roman bathhouse was a vital part of daily life, reflecting the Romans' emphasis on hygiene, health, and social interaction. The Great Stink of London was a particularly pungent period in the city's history, occurring during the summer of 1858. The culprit? The River Thames, which had become an open sewer. Here are some reasons of the Great Stink. River of filth. For centuries, London has used the Thames as a dumping ground for human waste and industrial effluent. With an ever-growing population and an inadequate sewage system, the river became increasingly polluted. Heat. The summer of 1858 was exceptionally hot, which led to rapid decomposition of organic matter in the river. As a result, the stench was so strong that it disrupted daily life and even forced the closure of the Parliament building. Catalyst for change. The Great Stink was the catalyst for major improvements in London's sanitation infrastructure. It led to the construction of a huge sewer system designed by engineer Joseph Bazalgette, a project that transformed the health and living conditions in the city. The Great Stink serves as a stark reminder of the challenges faced by rapidly growing cities and the importance of efficient sewerage systems. The discovery of ancient Egyptian tombs in the 19th century sparked a morbid fascination with mummies. This led to a lucrative and ethically questionable trade. Let's take a closer look at mummy trade. A valuable commodity, mummies and mummy parts became highly sought-after objects for collectors, museums, and medical schools. Illegal excavation. To meet the demand, grave robbers and treasure hunters plundered ancient tombs, destroying archaeological sites and disrupting historical records. Medical misconception. Ground-up mummies were once believed to have medicinal properties, leading to a macabre trade in mummy parts. Cultural appropriation. The removal of mummies from their cultural context was a form of cultural appropriation, disrespecting the beliefs and traditions of the ancient Egyptians. The mummy trade eventually declined as public awareness of its ethical implications grew, and stricter regulations were put in place to protect archaeological sites. However, the damage caused by this illicit trade is still felt today. The widespread use of lead in ancient Rome had far-reaching health consequences. Ubiquitous lead. Lead was a common material used for everything from water pipes to cooking utensils and even sweeteners. Gradual poisoning. Lead poisoning is a cumulative process, meaning the effects worsen over time. Even low levels of exposure can lead to serious health issues. Symptoms. Symptoms of lead poisoning include headaches, fatigue, abdominal pain, and neurological problems. In severe cases, it can lead to brain damage, kidney failure, and death. Impact on society. Historians believe that widespread lead poisoning could have contributed to the decline of the Roman Empire, affecting the population's overall health, intelligence, and fertility. Children particularly vulnerable. Children are especially susceptible to the effects of lead poisoning, as it can impair cognitive development and behavior. The Romans' reliance on lead, while showcasing their technological advancements, ultimately had devastating health consequences. It's a stark reminder of the importance of understanding the potential dangers of materials in our environment. The Inca road system, or Capac Nan, was an astonishing feat of engineering and a vital component of the Inca Empire. Spanning over 40,000 kilometers, 25,000 miles, this intricate network connected the far reaches of the empire, from modern-day Colombia to Chile. The Inca engineers overcame formidable obstacles, including towering mountains, dense jungles, and arid deserts. The roads were built with meticulous care, using stone paving, bridges, and tunnels. To ensure stability in mountainous regions, they often terraced slopes and employed sophisticated drainage systems. The road system served multiple purposes, facilitating trade, transporting goods and troops, and maintaining effective communication throughout the empire. Beyond its practical functions, the road system was also a symbol of Inca power and unity, connecting diverse regions and people. The Inca road system is a testament to the ingenuity and organizational skills of this ancient civilization. Its legacy continues to inspire engineers and archaeologists today. The Renaissance, often romanticized as a golden age of art and culture, also had a darker side. Here are some key moments. Social inequality. Despite the celebration of humanism, the Renaissance was a time of significant social inequality. Wealth and power were concentrated in the hands of a few, while the majority lived in poverty. Political intrigue and violence. The period was marked by intense rivalries between powerful families, leading to frequent conflicts and assassinations. The Medici family in Florence is a prime example of both patronage and political ruthlessness. The Church's power. While the Renaissance challenged some aspects of church authority, the Catholic Church remained a dominant force, often using its power to suppress dissent. Witch hunts. The fear of witchcraft led to the persecution and execution of countless women, often based on unfounded accusations. Urban crime. As cities grew, so did crime. Theft, prostitution, and violence were prevalent in many urban centers. Disease and poor sanitation. Despite advancements in some areas, many people still lived in unsanitary conditions, leading to outbreaks of disease. The Renaissance was a complex period characterized by both remarkable achievements and significant challenges. Understanding its darker side is essential for a complete picture of this era. The Bubonic Plague, often referred to as the Black Death, was one of the most devastating pandemics in human history. It swept through Europe in the 14th century, causing widespread death and societal upheaval. The plague was caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis, transmitted primarily through the bites of infected fleas living on rodents, particularly rats. The Black Death killed an estimated 25 to 60% of Europe's population, leading to economic collapse, social unrest, and religious fervor. The plague disrupted agricultural production, trade, and urban life. It also accelerated social changes as survivors inherited land and wealth, leading to a decline in feudalism. The pandemic intensified religious fervor, with people turning to the church for solace. It also contributed to the rise of anti-Semitism, as Jews were falsely blamed for the plague. The Black Death left an enduring mark on European history, shaping societies and cultures for centuries to come. Medieval dental hygiene was a far cry from modern standards. Instead of store-bought toothpaste, people relied on a variety of unusual ingredients. Common components of medieval toothpaste included powdered charcoal, salt, herbs like mint and sage, and sometimes even crushed bones or eggshells. The paste was typically rubbed onto the teeth with a cloth or a stick. While these ingredients might sound unpleasant, some, like salt and herbs, have antibacterial properties. However, the lack of proper hygiene and understanding of oral health often led to dental problems. It's a stark contrast to the advanced dental care we enjoy today. The Great Chicago Fire of 1871 was a catastrophic event that ravaged the city, leaving thousands homeless and destroying much of its infrastructure. A combination of factors contributed to the fire's devastating impact: a long period of drought, wooden construction prevalent in the city, and strong winds. While often blamed for starting the fire, the cow owned by Patrick and Catherine O'Leary is likely a scapegoat. The exact cause remains a mystery. The fire spread with astonishing speed, fueled by the city's wooden buildings and aided by a strong wind. The fire consumed approximately 3.3 square miles of the city, destroying over 17,000 structures and leaving an estimated 100,000 people homeless. Despite the devastation, Chicago rose from the ashes, rebuilding with improved construction codes and a focus on fire prevention. The Great Chicago Fire serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of cities and the importance of disaster preparedness. The Titanic, often billed as Unsinkable, met a catastrophic fate on its maiden voyage in 1912 when it struck an iceberg and sank, resulting in the loss of over 1,500 lives. The myth of unsinkability. This belief was largely fueled by the ship's advanced design and construction, featuring numerous watertight compartments. However, the impact of the iceberg breached several of these compartments, overwhelming the ship's pumping capacity. A fatal flaw was the insufficient number of lifeboats, a result of overconfidence in the ship's safety. Mistakes in navigation and delayed orders to abandon ship contributed to the disaster. The sinking of the Titanic led to significant reforms in maritime safety, including stricter regulations on lifeboat requirements and radio communication. The Titanic tragedy remains a haunting reminder of the limitations of human ingenuity and the importance of preparedness. Chocolate, now a beloved treat worldwide, has a rich and complex history. Its origins can be traced back to ancient Mesoamerica. The cacao tree, the source of chocolate, is native to the tropical rainforests of Central and South America. The Olmec and Maya civilizations revered the cacao bean, using it to create a frothy, bitter drink often mixed with water, chili peppers, and cornmeal. This beverage was consumed during religious ceremonies and as a source of energy and sustenance. The Aztecs valued cacao beans highly, using them as currency and a tribute to their gods. Chocolate drinks were reserved for the elite. When Spanish conquistadors arrived in the Americas, they were introduced to chocolate. They initially found the bitter taste unappealing, but eventually added sugar and other ingredients to create a more palatable version. It's fascinating to see how a bitter beverage consumed by ancient civilizations has transformed into the sweet treat enjoyed by millions today. The ancient Olympic Games, held in Olympia, Greece, are considered the precursor to the modern Olympics. While the exact origins are shrouded in legend, the Games are traditionally dated to 776 BC, with Coroibos of Elis winning the Stadion race. The Olympics were held in honor of Zeus, the chief god of the Greek pantheon, and were part of a larger religious festival. Athletes from across Greece competed, fostering a sense of unity among rival city-states. Beyond running, the Olympics included other athletic contests like wrestling, boxing, chariot racing, and the pentathlon. A sacred truce was observed during the Olympic Games, halting hostilities between warring city-states. The ancient Olympics were more than just athletic competitions. They were a celebration of Greek culture and values. One of the most astonishing aspects of the Egyptian pyramids is their precise alignment with the cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. This level of accuracy is remarkable considering the tools and technology available to the ancient Egyptians. To achieve such precision, the ancient Egyptians must have had a deep understanding of astronomy and the movement of celestial bodies. By observing the stars and the sun, they could determine the cardinal directions with remarkable accuracy. While the exact methods remain a mystery, it's believed they used simple tools like plumb lines and sighting devices to align the pyramids. The alignment with the cardinal directions might also have held symbolic importance, reflecting the Egyptians' belief in the connection between Earth and the heavens. The precise alignment of the pyramids is a testament to the advanced knowledge and engineering skills of the ancient Egyptians. The Maya civilization possessed an astonishing grasp of astronomy, far surpassing many contemporary societies. Their knowledge was integral to their culture and daily life. Here are a few examples. Calendar systems. The Maya developed complex calendar systems, including the long count calendar, capable of tracking vast periods of time. Celestial observations. They meticulously observed the movements of the sun, moon, and planets, especially Venus, which they associated with warfare and other significant events. Architectural alignment. Mayan structures were often aligned with celestial bodies, reflecting their deep connection to the cosmos. Predictive abilities. Their astronomical knowledge allowed them to predict eclipses and other celestial phenomena with remarkable accuracy. Religious significance. Astronomy was intertwined with Mayan religion, with celestial bodies seen as divine entities influencing human affairs. The Mayas' achievements in astronomy stand as a testament to their intellectual prowess and their ability to observe and understand the natural world. Well, there you have it, folks. A whirlwind tour through some of history's most surprising and shocking facts. Let me know in the comments which fact blew your mind the most. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-boggling content. Thank you for watching. See you next time.